Hey everyone,
I'm Jill.
and I'm Ryno.
And we love bourbon.
In addition to drinking it, we also wanted to learn about it and share that info with you.
So come join us in
The Bourbon Study. Hello everybody and welcome to The Bourbon Study. I know this week we're sitting over here in the tasting room area, but it's because I just wanted to take a couple seconds to let you know we did not have a tasting room episode this week if you've been following along the channel, and that is because the sours we used...
we used the Elijah Craig,
which is one of your favorites, yeah.
But after reviewing some of the footage, we realized that the Elijah Craig tasting room that we had shot was like the first thing we ever shot.
Yeah, it was so far. It's crazy how quickly we've gone through everything that I was like, we shot it and it wasn't even called the tasting room yet. It's because I think that is the episode where we came up with the name.
We've decided that we're just going to do an intro to this episode of the Bourbon Study. We're going to be using the Elijah Craig Standard. I'm sure at some other point we'll taste it.
Yeah, we'll do a redo. We'll do something fun with it. Maybe do a tasting of the different one.
Maybe we'll do a live tasting. Maybe we'll do something.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, that'd be fun. So we hope you enjoyed this episode of the Sours one because it is actually hilarious because I edit them, and rewatching you try the sour with the egg in it is so like. I'm laughing so much. I had to cut so much out of this episode.
I think like 6 times I was like, did we need to shoot that whole episode again?
Oh, actually, before the episode gets started, I just want to say a little thing. I did learn about with the egg and the sour because I double-checked. Since we've shot, you're going to see, we get to a drink called a Boston Sour, and that has an egg white in it. And we used...
liquid.
The process, like in the carton,
we used
egg white,
wrong.
pasteurized.
Spoiler alert.
No, but you can use it. I looked it up. It says you can use it, but you're supposed to shake even more vigorously for a longer period of time. So I don't know that we were. Also, we did not double strain it. You were supposed to use the basket, and that I didn't know that. So I don't think you. I don't know if you do that with a regular egg white.
We definitely didn't, but we should have because it wasn't.
So,
well, you'll see.
You'll see. Again, you learn with us, not by watching us, right? That's our motto. So enjoy the episode.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Bourbon Study. We have another classic cocktail for you this week.
And this one might seem a little simple, but we're going to do some variations on it. Today we're going to be doing the whiskey sour, right?
Classic whiskey sour.
Okay, yeah.
And then a little New York twist.
Mm-hmm. A New York twist, but then hometown twist for us.
Hometown twist for us. Boston.
Yes, we both come from about 40 minutes south of Boston.
New England, but if you're in Massachusetts at all other than Springfield, I think you get to count as Boston. Today, regular whiskey sour, New York sour, Boston sour.
And they sound like maybe they're not going to be different, but they have some pretty unique qualities that really separate them.
Yeah, so it really comes down to the garnishing and the finishing of the cocktail. They all have the same base ingredients. So what we're working with today, we're actually going to use the Elijah Craig. It's just a good all-around bourbon. It's like standard vanilla caramel flavors. It's not doing anything funky with wood or anything like that. So it's a good one for the whiskey sour because it's a classic drink. It needs a classic bourbon.
This is an older drink too, isn't it?
Yeah, it actually was published first in a Wisconsin newspaper.
Wisconsin
in 1870. So this drink is pretty old. It's a old classic.
The sour is, I feel like, the essential ingredient when you are a younger person that you start ordering drinks at a bar. For me, it was the Midori sour.
Oh, yeah, that's when you're being cheap. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
We need bourbon, of course, or whiskey, whatever you like. We need simple syrup.
Okay, easy.
And we need lemon juice. It's that simple. It's literally those things. As always, 2 ounces of the liquor. That's like a standard across every recipe. 2 ounces always.
Okay.
We're going to do like 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup, so I say 1 pump. That's like the same as we do for a old-fashioned or what have you.
Oftentimes I find I restrain on the simple syrup a little bit more. You can add it as you go if you want.
You can always add
overdo
a little more.
Yeah.
And then it says 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. Mm-hmm. I say that's about a half of an actual lemon.
Okay.
So again, we're gonna get our big lemon squeezy
out
here, the industrial squeezy, and that's it. It's like an old fashioned. It's simple. It's 3 ingredients. It's just your bourbon, your lemon juice, and your simple syrup.
Yeah. Let me shake.
Okay, that's enough. We need our cups. of course.
We do a rocks glass for this one,
We do
yes.
a rocks glass always for pretty much every drink. And then we get our little ball ice. We're gonna do a little pour.
What kind of garnish do we do for a sour?
Okay, so for a sour, traditionally you would want to do an orange wedge and a maraschino cherry. So we have our little cherries.
Oh, so a wedge.
Like
okay.
a little
Like a soccer practice wedge.
little soccer practice wedge. Like you're like Ant-Man at the end of Civil War, and you're like, anybody got orange slices? Got your little orange slice
Yeah.
and your little maraschino cherry, and you drop it in.
This is the classic whiskey sour.
Whiskey sour, as
Okay.
published in the Wisconsin magazine in
1870. Don't go anywhere. We're just going to sip this. We got 2 other drinks to make. So much for cheers.
We got 2 other drinks to make. We don't need to cheers for this one.
It is crazy to me. It is so crazy how the lemon juice, I feel like, makes such a difference versus like when I hear whiskey sour, I think of sour mix, but this lemon juice just makes such a big difference.
Right,
with that.
it's nice. It's like a nice light version of an old fashioned. An old fashioned, you get a lot more of those like brown sugar flavors, especially from the Angostura bitters and whatnot. But with the whiskey sour, it's like a nice, fresh, clean.
And if you're worried about something being too tart, I find that the bourbon in this drink is really kind of cutting the tartness of the lemon down drastically to the point where it's just like I really taste the lemon, but without that scratchy throat kind of.
So, what makes it a New York sour? What is that ingredient?
Liberty. Different booze.
Different booze, kind of. It's wine.
This is going to be so weird to me.
So for a New York sour, they take the standard regular whiskey sour ingredients and float red wine over the top.
That's
Now,
simple.
I have selected a bourbon barrel aged red wine because it pairs nice with the flavors of your whiskey sour.
Pop, yo.
Now you want to get some sort. Ryan makes fun of these a lot, but it's a flat spoon.
Okay, here's the thing. Yeah, spoon, I feel like by definition is a curved surface. I don't know when we got into the flat spoon arena.
Flat spoon is for pouring, like topping things on drinks.
For flat earth people.
If you take it and you just rest it on your little ice ball there, and you're going to use that
Just a little splash here.
to just float a little floaty float.
That's a lot of wine. This is interesting to me. I've definitely never had one of these.
First of all,
Yours
if you
is
can
easier
see
to see.
it in mine, you can see the little whiskey sour.
It's like a little
And
sunset.
of course, this would be better if we had left it full, but we drank some. So if you float a little bit of red wine, but now here's the thing, when you're drinking it, don't just drink from the top because you're just going to drink the wine. So you want to like...
What? Is that a deep sip?
It's like a deep sip where you let the bottom part float out.
Okay, so you don't just, you go all the way in.
Right.
Question, no garnish on this.
No garnish on the New York sour. The wine is the garnish.
Interesting.
Right? Especially with the bourbon barrel-aged red wine.
It's like the red wine brings down that citrus even more, but you still get all those flavors. Like I can still taste the bourbon, I can still taste the lemon, but now I can really taste the red wine. This really brings out those flavors of that red wine as well, where it doesn't make it quite as like flat.
I feel like it does a service to the drink and also to the wine. I think like the wine on its own, you'd be like, this is like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
But like as a top for the whiskey sour, it's like just that nice little extra zazz.
I am shocked at how much I enjoy this, to be honest with you. I thought maybe I'd be like, oh, it's good, whatever, but this is really good.
It's good,
Yeah.
right? Like I had never known that. I'd had, like I said, in clubs in Rhode Island or like, you know, well drinks, $1 Tuesdays or something at some sort of bar.
Yeah.
You get whiskey sours, but like when you put it with the wine, it's a really nice, just sort of like, that's a surprising, nice difference.
Yeah. Well, we do have one more sour, and this one scares Jill a little bit because she is averse to this. So we're gonna do we saw that there is a Boston sour, like she said.
What is the difference between a regular sour and a Boston sour, Ryan?
Egg white. So I have had a drink with egg white in it before. I know that for sure.
I have not had enough drinks tonight to have a drink with egg white, but we're gonna try it out. For the first time ever, live on camera, I'm gonna taste a drink with egg whites in it. We are using pasteurized, cartoned egg whites. We are not just like cracking an egg.
So there is a very specific order to which you want to make this as well, because when you are, whether you are using the carton pasteurized egg whites, which you'd use if you have an ice cream maker at home, you'd use that in an ice cream maker. Custard, stuff like that. You can do it with a regular raw egg if you want, and that is where this specific order of events is how you're going to want to do it. You want to start with an empty shaker, no ice, okay? This is very important because we're going to double shake this drink. So dry, number one. We are going to do half an ounce per drink of egg whites. So for us, because we're doing 2, we're going to do 1 ounce. Oh my God, these are disgusting looking. I can't wait to watch Jill vomit.
So helpful.
Okay, 2 ounces of bourbon per drink. We're doing 2 drinks, so we're going up to 4. Just enough.
There goes the Elijah Craig.
Then you're gonna do, remember, 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. So for
1 whole lemon.
We're gonna do 1 whole lemon for the 2 drinks.
I would like to also mention that this is the first drink that Ryno is doing himself.
And I cut the lemon so evenly.
It's so even.
This is clearly,
so
this will be Jill's side. Simple syrup.
Simple syrup.
For 1 sour, you're going to do about 3/4 of simple syrup, 3/4 ounce of simple syrup. For our sake, for our pump here, we're going to do
pump.
1 pump for 2?
2 pumps.
2 pumps. Then we are going to dry shake. This one's not as fun to dance to because you can't really hear it. It's a little quieter. I've shaken this so much.
You've shaken it.
Now we are going to add our ice, and we're going to shake it one more time to give it a little frisee.
Hey, it's got a little frisee going on.
Ooh, it smells good. I have worked up a sweat. This is the egg white. Oh my gosh, it just poured out like eggnog. Do you like eggnog?
I don't think that's right.
I think this is right.
Are you sure?
No? Do you want me to try it first?
Yeah.
It tastes the same. It's weird though because I feel like the egg white is supposed to sit on the top and it's not on the top.
It is. Honestly,
it doesn't do anything for the drink, right? It
does taste the same. It doesn't do anything for the drink.
It literally tastes exactly the same as the sour, doesn't it? Oh my God, are you gonna vomit right now?
No,
are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm good. I don't think the egg white enhances this drink.
Okay.
Sorry to the Boston people. I don't think the egg white enhances this, especially being a citrus-based drink. It's like, if it was like a creamy thing, some like horchata or something that put some egg white, great. It doesn't do anything for the sour. It doesn't even taste like another ingredient. It almost adds like this minutia of a texture. Yeah, not chewy. God, get out of here. You are in your own head right now. We followed the instructions exactly on this recipe, right? Yeah, this does not look right. I think like the egg white's a gimmick. New York sour is number 1. Well, there are the 3 sours. We had the basic whiskey sour. We did New York. We did Boston. If we missed somewhere that was different that we should have done, is there a Milwaukee sour or maybe a California sour? I don't know. Tell us. Yeah, we want to know. We want to try it. Even though this is nasty. Leave some comments in this video. Get in touch with us on Twitter at The Bourbon Study. You can send us an email, thebourbonstudy@gmail.com. Future drinks that you'd like to see, future bourbons you'd like to see us try. We're open to all of that sort of stuff. So please let us know. If we completely, I'm going to bleep this out, this up, you can let us know too. We did it up. Look at this. He's going to bleep that one out too. This is like Play-Doh in a cup right now. Well, there you go. Jill, I'm proud of you, Jill, for trying something that you'd never tried before that you were absolutely disgusted about. Next up for you, basil. Yeah, basil in a drink sounds horrible to me because I don't think I like basil, so. I think you do, and I think I'm going to trick you. Well, I thought I could trick you with this egg, but
I failed miserably. We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us here in the study. We hope that you have a great time. If you make any of these sours, please let us know like we said. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna cheers. You don't have to because I know you're not gonna drink it. Don't lie to the people. Bye, everybody.
Discovering voices, building worlds. The Ampliverse.